bad college football teams that became good overnight. Back in 2015, the UCF Knights were known as one of the worst teams in all of college football. They lost every single game that year and finished with an embarrassing record of 0 wins and 12 losses. Fans left the stadium early, their head coach got fired halfway through the season, and people started calling them the Bottom 10 Champion, which is usually a nickname for the very worst teams. But what happened just 2 years later is something nobody saw coming. You see, after that nightmare season, UCF hired a brand new coach named Scott Frost, and he totally switched things up by bringing in a super fast offense and making practices more fun, while Scott also made sure he kept some of the best players from leaving the school. Guys like Mackenzie Milton, Tre'Quan Smith, and Shaquem Griffin all stayed instead of transferring away. But even with new energy, almost everyone still expected UCF to struggle. The thing is, in Scott Frost's first season, the team only managed 6 wins and 7 losses. That was better than before, but still not great. So going into 2017, almost nobody picked UCF to win their conference, and they were not even ranked anywhere in preseason polls. But that season, something magical started to happen on the field. As it turns out, UCF's new offense began lighting up the scoreboard. They scored more points per game than any other team in the country. Quarterback Mackenzie Milton was throwing touchdowns everywhere. Wide receiver Tre'Quan Smith was catching everything thrown his way. And on defense, Shaquem Griffin, who only had one hand, became a total superstar and inspired his teammates. But the craziest part was still ahead. What I mean is that by the end of 2017, UCF had won every single game. They finished the regular season with 13 wins and 0 losses, and they beat their biggest rival South Florida in a wild 49-42 shootout. Then they defeated Memphis in double overtime to win their conference championship. Their last game was against Auburn in the Peach Bowl, and nobody expected them to win since Auburn had already beaten teams like Alabama and Georgia that year. But UCF pulled off the upset of the year as they shocked Auburn by winning 34-27 in front of the whole country. After that huge victory, UCF said they were the true national champions because they were the only undefeated team left